Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Back here in Cleveland, and we touched on the Giants not being complacent. Peter Schrager has more.
Thanks, Dick. You know, Steve Spagnuolo, the Giants defensive coordinator, knows the records. He says his team does too. So what do you do to keep these guys motivated against the winless Browns? He said he put on the game tape from week 2 where the Browns played the Ravens. Browns came out and scored 20 points. The Ravens had to climb out of a hole. He said, this is the team we've got to prepare for, not the one you're reading about in the media all week.
All right, Peter, thank you. Can you really convince the players of that when you pinpoint one game when they see other film, Matt?
Dick, if you have to motivate a player from something outside of what you got in front of you, then you don't have a chance. These guys know what's at stake. They know what they have to do.
And the kick goes out of bounds. The kick by Cody Parkey went out of bounds. So now the Giants will have great field position at the 40-yard line. Eli Manning, 194th start of his career, and you know, sometimes maybe they take him for granted a little bit.
Yeah, he's been playing lights out for a long time, and he's been the MVP. He's done all that stuff. Doesn't matter right now in this season. Eli Manning has been the picture of consistency for this Giant offense, and they're going to need him here today. This offensive line for the Giants, although improved, they still have some spots where they struggle, and there's a couple of good defenders on this Cleveland Brown defense, in particular number 55, Danny Shelton. That kid can play.
Here the Giants offense, and they're 31st in the rushing yards, but they've been running the ball a little better lately. And the sacks allowed, pretty good protection up front. And the officials marked the ball first at the 30, and then of course had to go up to the 40 because the ball was kicked out of bounds. So we start with the Giants' first play on offense.
Numbers are light in the box.
Hey, you got it. 118.
Throwing on first down and sending it out to Rashard Jennings. And he's knocked out of bounds after a pickup of about 2 by Roddy Calhoun. The Cleveland Browns defense, a lot of young guys trying to figure it out. They played well early, but then the numbers will show you where it all winds up.
Well, Ray Horton's our defensive coordinator, and he's an excellent X and O guy, but he's got to be able to work with the guys he has. They've got to win up front today. That's the biggest piece.
Second down and 7. Pitch.
Well done.
Going to Jennings, and once again, Roddy Calhoun, Roddy Calhoun, who's getting better every time they play. Backup cornerback coming up, bringing up 3rd and long.
Yeah, so much is just playing with your eyes and understanding exactly what you have. So he works off a cruise and makes a quick decision. And so now it sets up this 3rd down. This is where you have to get off the field.
Roddy Calhoun making the first 2 defensive plays, Matt. 3rd down and 8.
51.
And going deep. And incomplete, going to Odell Beckham Jr. Joe Hayden covering him, and that'll be a matchup we'll watch today.
Yeah, and it's one right there that Beckham Jr. won. The ball wasn't quite where it needed to be. The one thing that this Cleveland Brown defense doesn't have is a pure pass rusher, and I would expect that to be in the Giants' favor.
That's Duke Johnson, who's going back to the 10-yard line, and Brad Wing will be punting for the Giants. He has been terrific. And this is a short kick, however, and it's hit by a Giant player, and it was Roger Lewis Jr., the wide receiver, and the Browns, after 3 and out, will come on. And here is Josh McCown making his 3rd start of the year. That's his career record. Came in last week after Cody Kessler went out with a concussion. And there is Beckham going into the locker room. So Josh McCown has been a mop-up guy this year. Kevin Hogan is the backup. And Kessler, the rookie, who started 8 games in concussion protocol.
He's at 91. To go. Red 80.
Crowell, and he'll be knocked back by Jason Pierre-Paul for a loss on that play. How great is JPP doing this season?
Well, last week I thought was his best effort all season long. Now look, this group right here, this is the group that has got to win the battle up front. They are a better, physically better football team in that defensive front than this Browns offensive line is.
What about this formation here? How do you read that?
I read it the way the Giants read it. You just have to get lined up on top of it first of all, and then they'll come back and get into a normal set. I don't understand that, but it doesn't matter if I do. They do.
2nd and 12. Here's Crowell, and this time he breaks beyond the 25 and comes within 3.5 yards of the first down. Good run by Crowell with Landon Collins making the tackle. Browns offense, they have scored 10, 7, and 9 points in each of their last 3 games. So Beckham Jr. is back, and Duke Johnson is out in the backfield right now. Good receiver for McCown. 3rd down and 3. Here comes the blitz, and the pass is going to be caught by Gary Barnidge, the tight end, and that'll be a first down at the 38.
Ball has to come out quickly, first of all, because you know this is kind of a mismatch up front. And Spagnuolo, like you heard Michael Strahan talking in a pregame show, they're blitzing a lot more. But he is very comfortable with Barnidge. And why is he comfortable? Barnidge understands leverage. Barnidge knows how to basketball a guy. And if you're just accurate with the ball, you'll get a completion.
Young team the Browns are, but he's a 9-year veteran. Pickup of 11 yards.
Ricky.
First down, and they go out to Crowell, and Crowell will be tackled by Devon Kennard, the linebacker, and a loss on the play. The Giants defensively, Steve Spagnuolo says the entire unit getting chemistry, and they're playing loose and confident at this point.
Yeah, and they're up front. Jason Pierre-Paul, Harrison, Hankins, Olivier Vernon, those are the guys who carry the day, and they're going to have to do the same thing right here.
Okay. 2nd and 11.
Rocky. Let's go.
And Crowell, who had good yardage on the last play, getting close to the 40-yard line. Here is Hugh Jackson, 2nd year as head coach, trying to get the running game going, which is something that has really been ignored by the Browns offensive unit.
Well, inevitably, they're going to struggle a little bit in that run game, but it's still going to come down to this down. They've got to win 3rd down, and McCown is going to have to get rid of the ball quickly.
Jackson is in his first year as head coach, been around football for over 30. Duke Johnson is now in the backfield on 3rd down and 8.
Inside 57. Got it. 5-0. Hurry, to go.
You heard the hurry. And they didn't get it off in time.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Josh McCown is seeing the whole field. That's one of his strengths. He's been around the game a long time. He has a coach's mind. He understands protections very well. He's trying to get everybody directed like you heard him. But he also knows that he's got to be able to get rid of this ball quickly because he has some matchups inside that don't favor him.
So now it's 3rd down and 13 back on the 35.
Lucky. Hurry, to go.
Steps up and completes the pass to Duke Johnson. And Johnson is tackled by Rogers Cromartie shy of the first down. And the Browns will have to kick after getting a first down. So 1 first down on this drive, and Bobby Rainey goes back to receive the punt. Britton Colquitt will kick it away for Cleveland. And the former Buccaneer lets it bounce on the 15. Bounces off a Cleveland player, and Rainey has it. And Ricardo Lewis was the man who deflected the ball away. So the Giants will have it on the 11-yard line when we return.
Today's game is sponsored by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Ben McAdoo in his first year as head coach after being the offensive coordinator, and the ball is placed at the 15. That's where it hit Lewis of the Browns. So Eli Manning, who wasn't sacked and didn't throw a pick against the Bears in the win last week, has Paul Perkins with him in the backfield. And Manning going up the middle, and the pass intended for Beckham Jr. incomplete and covered by Joe Hayden.
You know, Dick, if you're going to get this block, this front block, the one guy you're going to have is right there, number 55, Danny Shelton. Shelton has really come on. I mean, he is a powerful man, but his motor is better. They have him slimmed down a little bit. You want to say that, he's about 330. But he is playing very good football right now.
Adam Geddes is making his first career start, number 60, at left guard for the Giants. And here is Perkins with the run, using him more, but the Browns stuff him down, and 1 yard on the play. And it was Carl Nassib, the rookie linebacker from Penn State.
Yeah, who's figuring it out. Funny, I know Carl, and I saw him this morning in the elevator, and the doors opened up, and I walked on, and he looked at me, and he says, "Okay, what am I doing wrong?" He is always thinking about getting better constantly, and they need him right now. They need him for pressure.
And he's got his older brother, Ryan Nassib, as the backup quarterback for the Giants. 3rd down and 9. And Manning gets time and goes underneath to Perkins, and he'll have the first down. So Paul Perkins, the rookie from UCLA, who's seeing more and more action after starting the year on special teams.
Well, this picture shows you that he had plenty of time to be able to throw. So he looked downfield. He had an opportunity to go to Beckham underneath, but he dumps it underneath and gets the first down.
And a gain of 10 yards. So it's the first down for the Giants. Perkins stays in the game. And off left tackle. Gets out to the 30. Giants offensively, Matt, I guess lately accomplishing just enough to get it done.
Yeah, and then they're able to make some big plays, and the big plays have carried them, and it's been the consistency really of that passing game.
Although they have rushed for over 100 yards as a team in each of the last two, it'll be 2nd down and 6. Here is Beckham, and he is dropped as he makes the play by Joe Hayden. Joe Hayden, who's playing not 100%. He missed 3 games with a groin injury. With good play here.
Yeah, but it's the read. See the read. He sees it right away, and he works off a Shepard, so he beats the block. Now he was aided by a slip, but he still was able to make the play. Hayden's got great instincts, and he's got a good motor as well.
Yeah.
Browns crowd trying to see if Cleveland can shut down the Giants on 3rd down here. 3rd down and 5. Manning chased from the pocket, gets rid of it, and the pass is going to be caught by Odell Beckham Jr., his first catch of the game, and another first down for the Giants.
Well, they made a move off the spot, which is exactly what they wanted to do, and Eli Manning has to get out of there. And on the back end, what happens is Beckham Jr. has a great feel for playing the receiver position. He's a young receiver, but he runs great routes and he's got a built-in little kind of sonar thing that he knows when his quarterback's in trouble, he comes back to the football.
Giants with the ball on their 42, 1st down. And here's Perkins again. And Perkins following the block of Jarrell Adams, picking up 4 yards on 1st down.
Going a little bit of power there, counter OH. Run the counter, and then they bring the tight end around it when he's in that H position.
8th play of the drive coming up for the Giants. Scoreless here with about 5 minutes remaining in the 1st quarter. Play action for Manning. And here is Manning going for Beckham, and the ball is deflected, incomplete. And it was Hayden again, doing a good job so far with Odell Beckham.
Yeah, but Dick, that's on Eli. He didn't see him right away. He was open right from the start. Hayden took false steps. Now he's wide open. Just throw the ball out there. Instead, he throws it behind, and Hayden's able to make a play. And really, he never turned his back inside to make a play on the football. That's on Eli.
Looks like he knows it.
Yeah, he knew it.
So now 3rd down and 6. Manning will go down, and it's Corey Lemonnier, former San Francisco 49er. After Manning couldn't find a receiver, a loss of 3.
He couldn't find a receiver because he had good coverage all the way around. Hayden on top of Beckham. Here comes Cruz underneath. They have the double on him with the safety sitting over the top. Sterling Shepard back underneath. And this is what Eli's looking at, and the net result is a sack.
So other than that miss by Manning on the pass out to Beckham, the Browns defense doing a good job early on as Brad Wing kicks it away to Duke Johnson. Takes a Browns bounce on the 16 and will be down around the 20-yard line. So there's Beckham pleading his case early in the game.
This game is sponsored by Bud Light. Make the right call. Drink responsibly.
Well, they called it the gold standard of rivalries in the NFL. The Browns and the Giants in the 50s and 60s. Jim Brown, the great running back. A lot of people say maybe still the greatest of all time, and that's Jim Tressel next to him. Jim Brown. And here's that formation again. Come join the rest of us. First down from the 20. No score. Play action for McCown, and the pass is incomplete. Pressure by Olivier Vernon.
Yeah, let's go back, Dick. This is on second down, and he doesn't make Joe Hayden doesn't turn back. He just kind of fire barrels into him, and then a little bit of hold going on out there, and that I think is what got Odell Beckham a little hot under the collar.
What bothered him more, the first one or the second, you think?
The fact they didn't he make the catch.
Okay. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Come on, fan. Let's go. 80.
Make a handoff inside, and McCown's pass is going to be caught by Terrell Pryor, and a first down. Pryor's been their most productive receiver in just about every category, and he picks up 13.
Well, the first part is to just get into the zone, and that's what he's done. He finds the hole in the zone, and then because of the protection, McCown's able to find him. I like Josh McCown. I mean, I think he's one of those guys who sees the field, he's in control, he understands protections really well. I think you give him a little bit of time, he's going to find these guys.
Got to watch the turnovers, though. That's one of the things that plague him.
80.
First down for the Browns. And it's going to be a flea flicker thrown by Johnson to no one in particular. Pryor was the intended receiver who stopped his route. And now, time for our first game break of the day. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson.
Well, that one wasn't executed, but this one was. Jared Goff's first touchdown in the NFL. It's a Tavon Austin. LA's up early in New Orleans, 7-0. See if I can take that one here.
Second game, second start for Goff.
Got a long ways to go, but all the rookies do.
Second down and 10. Not much yardage by either team so far. Crowell off the right side and doesn't get much, and Jason Pierre-Paul limits Crowell to a short gain, bringing up 3rd and long.
Yeah, Dick, you know, just a week ago, I thought Jason Pierre-Paul had his most complete game. And it looked like he was using both hands very well. Looks like he was disengaging, and he's getting after the passer pretty well. And then, of course, this week he didn't practice very much. He was a little beat up, but he's gutting it out. He said he'd play, and here he is. And I think he's playing well.
Had a sore knee, but he's in there. 3rd down and 8 for the Browns.
We're good. Inside the 57. Inside the 57. Hurry. Go.
Good protection. Good defensive play. Pryor was the intended receiver, but Janoris Jenkins, who was a great pickup by the Giants from the Rams.
Yeah, Jenkins come. Oh, you know what? That ball should have been caught. Yeah, Terrell Pryor had the position, body position on him. Hey, grabbed that left hand. Did you see that?
Yep.
Nice little grab there. Couldn't get his hand back up. That's why it wasn't caught.
So Beckham is not the only one with the beef, perhaps.
Exactly.
4th down, and Britton Colquitt to Bobby Rainey. Rainey on the run at the 21-yard line and brings it out beyond the 30. So Bobby Rainey.
They're arguing, Dick, that he made a fair catch sign.
Did he? Don't see it.
A's Game on Fox is sponsored by Taco Bell's new Steakhouse Burrito and Steakhouse Nachos. By Microsoft Surface, the official tablet of the NFL. And by K Jewelers. For 100 years, every kiss begins with K.
Let's bring in Mike Pereira real fast here after the ruling of no fair catch by Rainey here. Mike?
Yeah, they made the right call. The eye in the sky probably helped them, but that's an invalid signal, so it kills the play upon possession. You can't advance, so they penalized them 5 yards for the advance also, and the invalid fair catch signal.
All right, Mike, thank you. And the Giants, starting from the 11-yard line, Rashad Jennings is now back in the game at running back and going out to the left side and picks up 4 yards on 1st down. Christian Kirksey, inside backer, who's had a terrific year, making 1,000,000 tackles, is right there.
Yeah, and getting better each week. Doesn't still quite believe his eyes, but he'll get there. It takes time in this league to get all your reads down, but he's an active player, an aggressive player. I like that part of it.
29 players with 2 or fewer years, more than half the squad. This is a young team, and they got a lot of draft picks coming up in the future as well. 2nd down and 6. Manning gets Beckham, and Beckham gets to the 21 or 22, and a little shoving going on. Bobby Hart, the right tackle for the Giants, and one of the Browns' defensive players. But it'll be a 1st down for the Giants on that short pass.
Yeah, and they played just Beckham going out. Looks like he's looking at his hand or wrist or something.
7-yard pickup.
Easy. Hey, Husky. Husky, Husky. They're coming. 118. Like that.
They're going to run it with Jennings again, and Jennings will take the loss of 1.5 yards, and it was Christian Kirksey once again.
Okay, this is what Eli's looking at, Dick. He's looking at top. You got 6 guys in the box, so you're going to run at that with both safeties down. And as soon as they make that read, Kirksey, I told you, he's aggressive. He sees this thing. It opens perfectly. He just attacks it very, very well. But it still comes back to who's in the box. 2 safeties are deep. You got 6 guys inside. Generally, you like to run at that.
2nd down and 11. And going underneath again, breaking the tackle is Will Tye, the tight end. And Tye gets to the 27. We saw Odell Beckham Jr. holding his hand as he went out of the game, and they're working on him on the sideline.
This is just sitting here in the zone. This is what happened when he sat down and picked up that 1st down. And who knows in that mass of humanity what happened, but it looks like it's a hand or a wrist.
And that will do it for the 1st quarter. So the Browns hanging in there for at least 1 quarter. No score in Cleveland. Start of the second quarter, Dick Stockton, Matt Millen, Peter Schrager.
Odell Beckham. This is before he went out with that hand or wrist injury, whatever it is.
Third down and 4.
Nice tight coverage. Let's see if they're showing blitz on the top side.
And going up the middle, first down to the tight end, Will Tye, as we check in with Peter Schrager.
Hey guys, it's actually a thumb. I just spoke with sources on the Giants sideline. He went in, they're checking it out. He has not come out of the locker room yet. That's Odell Beckham we're talking about. I'll keep an eye on it. You'll know when I know.
Thank you, Peter. So the Giants ace receiver having problems early on here. It'll be first down for the Giants on the 33.
Dick, they're still giving them that too deep look. They're daring them to run the football.
So they're going to run it with Jennings. And Jennings is going to get the first down. They dared him. And a first down out to the 44-yard line before Ed Reynolds, the free safety, brings him down.
Yeah, so I want you to take a look at this. So you see the safety sitting out back deep. And that just gives you 6 guys on the inside. And so anytime you have that, you're having 6 guys up front, you're going to get after this every time. That's big for Jennings.
And he's going to get the call again, not so much there. He was averaging under 1 yard a carry in the first quarter before that burst. And it'll be second down.
Yeah, in the bottom of that pile, Big Danny Shelton. It's going to be tough to run in there. Shelton's no joke. I mean, he's playing as good as any nose tackler 3 technique in the league right now. He's big, powerful man. Gets off blocks really well. He's pretty good.
12th overall pick last year from Washington, and they're going to stick to the run in Rashad Jennings. Close to the first down yardage, so they're giving them the run and they're taking it. And the Giants, 77 rushing yards per game this season, lowest since the last time the Chicago Cubs won the National League pennant until this year, 1945. Third down and 1 for the Giants. And Jennings is not going to make it. Stopped at the line by Christian Kirksey. And that'll bring up 4th and 1. And you know that Ben McAdoo has had a penchant for going in on 4th down.
Yeah, but Dick, let's watch Kirksey. We talked about him believing his eyes. And here he is right there, 58. And see what he did was he just was aggressive. It was aggressive. The tackle blocked down. He took it. That's his 6th tackle of the game already. He's been very active here today.
He has been, and McAdoo not taking any chances with the ball, just barely in Browns territory. So Brad Wing is on to kick it away. Joe Hayden is back deep for Cleveland. And this ball is going to be down inside the 5 by Roger Lewis Jr. Over the shoulder. Like a Willie Mays catch in the World Series by Lewis. Browns backed up. Beckham is back. And as Peter Schrager reported, the thumb was the problem. Meanwhile, the Browns starting on the 4-yard line. And a handoff to Duke Johnson. And Johnson brings it out to about the 7-yard line. Well, the Pac-12 and Big Ten championships are only on Fox. First, Colorado takes on Washington in the Pac-12 championship. Coverage begins Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then it's a showdown in Indianapolis when Wisconsin takes on Penn State in the Big Ten championship. Coverage begins Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's all on Fox. Watch it live on Fox Sports Go. You'll be there.
That Big Ten game is going to be a good game. That's good defense against an excellent offense for Penn State led by Saquon Barkley. Might be the best running back in this country.
Second down and 6, and they're going to give it to Johnson. Knocked back, and Johnson will be knocked out of bounds and around the 6-yard line by Janoris Jenkins. And that'll bring up 3rd and long. Good penetration by Landon Collins, the super defensive guy in the secondary.
Yeah, and they're just being really aggressive. And Collins is having a terrific year. I mean, he's just playing as good as anybody. They just dominated the line of scrimmage, and that's what they should do, Dick. I mean, on paper, this defensive front of New York is much better than this offensive line of Cleveland.
So Steve Spagnuolo and company want to keep that pressure on the Browns on 3rd down and 8. In the end zone is McCown drills it, and incomplete. And the pass was intended for Andrew Hawkins, and Andrew Adams, the Giants' free safety defending. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, well done. Inside out. See how he's taking it away? And then Adams is able to stay. See, he's sitting over the top there. And so you play from the inside and you force it, and then your safety takes over and does a nice job getting his hand in there.
And Adams has done a good job stepping in. Darian Thompson and others shaken up, and so Britton Colquitt has to kick from about 9 yards into the end zone. Bobby Rainey is standing in midfield for the Giants. And Rainey backing up to the 43. Gets hit and gets to midfield. So the Giants and Eli Manning will have superb field position after that 51-yard punt. See what Ben McAdoo dials up here with the Giants after a great defensive stop. Hemming in the Browns. They're at midfield, 1st down. No scores. Nearly 5 minutes going by in the 2nd quarter. Paul Perkins, the setback. Manning, flag down. Manning completes the pass to Perkins. Penalty marker down. Perkins would have a 1st down to the 31-yard line, chased out of there by Jamie Collins.
Except for one thing.
Holding. Number 74.
There you go.
Offense. 10-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
That's the left tackle, Eric Flowers.
The left tackle, he's working against the rookie, Carl Nassib. Nassib gets to that edge, and then on top of that, the official throws the flag right at him. It's him right in the back.
Double indemnity right there.
Absolutely.
19-yard gain nullified by the hold. So it brings the Giants back to their own 40 where it's 1st and 20. Beckham in motion. Joe Hayden follows him. And the flag runs down. And we're going to have no signal given as yet. Walt Anderson is our referee.
Back to the snap. False start, number 68. Offense, 5-yard penalty.
Right,
still
tackle.
1st down.
Yeah, this offensive line is patched up right now. And it's clearly he moved before anything happened. You can see Jerry and Hart right there, and Weston Richburg at the center spot.
Well, Justin Pugh, Brett Jones, and Marshall Newhouse all inactive today. Manning with a shuffle pass to Perkins. And he is dropped at the 39 by Nassib.
Carl Nassib he kind of reminds me of Campman from Green Bay a few years ago. He's got a great motor. He's got really good length. He needs to get some strength. He was a walk-on at Penn State. He was an All-American. I think he's got a good future. I don't think he's going to be a great player, but he's going to be one of those guys you can count on all the time as he shows up.
2nd down and 21. Sterling Shepard is in the slot to the right. They haven't gone to him yet. And Manning going on top and incomplete. Victor Cruz slipped on the play. Not sure he would have made a difference in any event.
Dick, you know, that left guard spot for this New York Giant football team has been kind of a rotating position. You could see all the starts there this season for Pugh, Jones, Newhouse, now Geddes. That's a lot of different guys inside, and that's a lot of different combinations. And it still comes down to communication and being able to work off the guy next to you.
3rd and 21. Perkins, nothing. Good stop by the Cleveland Browns, who had the Giants at midfield, and that time it was Xavier Cooper, number 96. So the Browns defense holding the fort thus far with just under 9 minutes to go in the 1st half. No score in the Giants punting. Duke Johnson is back, and Brad Wing will kick it away. Johnson fields it at the 12. And gives ground and is tackled at the 10. And we'll take a break. B.J. Goodson, the Clemson rookie, on the special teams tackle. But the Browns defense doing more than holding their own thus far.
Game on Fox is sponsored by Target. Expect more, pay less. By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Amazon Echo. Information, music, news, and more. Just ask.
The classic movie Christmas Story House, located right here in Cleveland. The famous lake lamp, major award, the iconic movie prop. Well, the defense is dominated. 7 punts on 7 offensive possessions as the Browns will start from the 12. And the pass breaking away is Corey Coleman, and the #1 pick from Baylor gets it out and a first down, picking up 13 yards.
And he gets a nice block on the outside, so they're going to run the inside guy out. You're going to watch him go back outside. Here he comes, right there. It would look like it was tackle, left tackle. Number 74 did a nice job of just kind of getting in the way, along with Joe Thomas, 73.
Cameron Irving, the center.
Let's go.
Coleman, first round pick and a first down out to the 25.
Hurry, go!
Crowell fumbles, and the Giants apparently recover. Scrambled for the loose ball. Looked like Devin Kennard was right there. And the Giants recover the fumble, and the first turnover of the game gives them tremendous field position at the 31 of Cleveland.
So this is what you can't beat yourself. Just don't beat yourself. He doesn't strip the ball. He just pulls his arm away from the ball and his hand off that thing. And that's Damon Harrison, that big inside tackle, does a nice job.
Odighizuwa is the Giant who is shaken up and will take a timeout. Odighizuwa on the sideline, looks like he's working his way, hopes to get back. Meanwhile, the Giants with a first down on the 31 of the Browns. Big opportunity for the Giants. Manning on the rollout, and the pass is going to be caught by Roger Lewis Jr., who was on concussion protocol, and he picks up 18.
Yeah, what you're going to watch is he knows where he's at, he knows where Calhoun is, and then he comes back to the ball. Manning buys time with his feet as he rolls to the outside. The ball's right where it needs to be.
So the Giants looking to take advantage of the fumble by Crowell, his first fumble of the year, will have a first down on the Browns 13. Manning quickly going to the end zone. Pass is going to be caught. Touchdown, Dwayne Harris.
Good coverage, Dick. Good coverage, but the ball was right where it needed to be, and Harris with strong hands. Really strong hands. Coverage is there. Now there was the separation. The ball was thrown perfectly. Body Calhoun just in that half a step was right back. Now this whole thing is set up by the fumble, and it's right inside. Boy, Harrison does a phenomenal job. Causes that fumble, and that's the difference in the game so far.
Robbie Gould on to try the extra point. He missed 2 conversions last week against his former team, the Bears. This one is perfect, and it's 7-0. Harris, with his first catch of the season, gives the Giants the lead.
This is sponsored by Citizen Echo Drive watches, powered by Light.
Back here in Cleveland, where the Giants have taken a 7-0 lead, capitalizing on the Browns' fumble on a 13-yard pass from Manning to Harris. Harris had been used as the return man, but not today. Rainey had been used, but he was in that pattern and caught his first catch of the season, a touchdown to give the Giants the lead.
Yeah, Dick, once he got, it's interesting, this game is just about such small spaces. Once he got on top of Body Calhoun, it was just that 1 yard of separation, and the ball was perfect.
You saw Ricardo Lewis, number 80, back, and because of the wind, ball will be held for Gould. And returnable. Lewis a yard in the end zone. Here's Ricardo Lewis, runs into a wall and is stopped at the 20-yard line. Let's go back to 58. Told you about this great rivalry, the Browns and Giants. Cleveland took on New York in the season finale. Jim Brown got the Browns on the board with a 65-yard touchdown run. Giants came back to tie it at 10-1 when Pat Summerall, our former colleague, booted a 49-yard field goal in the snow to give the Giants the victory. They won in a playoff the next week, 10-0, and then, of course, lost to the Colts in sudden death. But there's the man, the great innovator of football, Paul Brown, and the team is named after him.
And, you know, anytime you start talking about innovations in football, everything goes back to Paul Brown.
We have an injury. Giant player is hurt. Not sure who he is. Won't take a chance. We'll take a break, though. Eli Manning's 18th touchdown pass giving the Giants the lead, and Nat Burhay, who was on concussion protocol for several weeks.
Oh, he took one right to the face mask and then another one to the face mask.
Played well against the Bears last week, but not taking any chances with him. So a first down at the 20 for the Browns.
Red 80! Bring up!
Here's Crowell, who fumbled the last time he carried the ball, takes it out nicely for 6 yards. We've been talking about Landon Collins and what he's meant to the Giants. Peter Schrager.
Hey guys, I spoke with Steve Spagnuolo about Collins, who last year PFF, Pro Football Focus, had rated as the 180th safety in the league. This year they have him the first rated safety. He was compared to Brian Dawkins. This is what Spagnuolo said. That's the guy. They let him go and do his thing. He's had an amazing second season. 5
interceptions in his last 4 games. He sealed the win last week with a pick against the Bears. And a whistle and a false start will be called against Cleveland.
False start, number 77. Offense,
John
5-yard
Greco,
penalty.
the right
Still
guard.
second down.
You know, Dick, you can talk about all these ratings and all that stuff. All you have to do is watch the game tape. When you watch the game tape, you see a guy now who's confident. You see a guy who understands his scheme. He knows the role he plays. He knows what's expected of him. All those things turned into an ability to play faster and make big plays, and he has answered the bell.
Very strong candidate for Defensive Player of the Year.
And they're talking about that. I have a hard time with the safety.
Second down and 9. Here comes the pressure, and Crowell, the intended receiver, and the Giants picking it up, thinking that it was a pass throw behind, but it was a forward pass. It was a forward pass.
Forward pass, third down.
But a good play. Olivier Vernon coming in strong on McCown.
Yeah, and there's the pressure coming inside. So he's just going to, it's a smart play by McCown. Sets up this 3rd and long.
Vernon and Jason Pierre-Paul really coming alive lately. Terrific pass rushing defensive ends.
I like what Spagnuolo does with them. Just they're moving those guys around and they mess with the interior of your protections.
3rd down and 9. And the pass is bobbled. Should have been caught by Terrell Pryor. And incomplete. 4th down coming up, and the Giants could be looking at good field position again.
Oh, nice rush by Pierre-Paul. This ball should have been caught. Pryor had it in his hands and just didn't follow it through. Watch Jason Pierre-Paul down the bottom of your screen, number 90. Watch this nice power. He went from speed to power, right back inside. So it doesn't look like much, except you see where that offensive tackle landed right in the lap of the quarterback.
Colquitt. Rainey. And Rainey in the 39 loses the ball, muffs it, and it's recovered by the Browns. Inside the 30. Dominic Alexander. Rainey had good field position anyway if he called for the fair catch. But he maybe tried to do too much here.
Yeah, he just a little bit of a misread, Dick. He thought he had it and it moved right at the end. Maybe it was a little bit of wind, who knows? But regardless, right there's the mistake. The same thing that happened to give the Giants an opportunity to score. Cleveland now has their opportunity.
So a muffed punt by Rainey, giving the Browns a golden chance here on the Giant 30-yard line with about 5.5 remaining. Each team committing a turnover. The Giants capitalized on their chance. Can the Browns do the same? Here is McCown. He gets some time, and the pass overthrown to Martin. Lynch, the tight end, who was open.
He had him, Dick.
Peter Schrager, what's going on with Burhay?
Hey guys, you mentioned Nat Burhay. He's going to be out with a concussion. He will not return to this game.
And not the first time he's had that problem, as we know. He was out from week 4 to the bye week, week 8. Meanwhile, 2nd and 10 here.
That's an opportunity right there that you can't waste if you're Josh McCown. And you don't get a lot of them. Hugh Jackson, that's a nice call with Barnes. I believe they have to get Barnes involved more. He's the guy who can move the chains for him.
They got 3 receivers to the left. Makes a handoff, again has enough time, and goes underneath to Crowell. Changes direction, and Crowell will be stopped short a yard and a half from the first down. And now for a game break, let's check in with Kirk Menefee.
It's all 7s down in South Florida. Jay Ajayi, a little 2-yard run, ties the game at 7 against San Francisco. Ajayi's 7th touchdown run of the season, all at home. That's what makes you go, I'm Dick and Matt.
Thank you, Kirk. And the Miami Dolphins have won 5 in a row, just as the Giants have, but trail the Patriots, who lead at 8-2. 3rd down and 1.
Adam Gase has done a nice job down there in Miami.
3 tight ends, and they don't make it. No gain, and it was Damon Harrison.
He's tough.
Who made the stop on Crowell, bringing up 4th down.
If they go for it here, I'd put points on the board. But watch Harrison, it's just pure power. He just exploded off the right side of that defense. Hugh Jackson at 0-11 is thinking, you know what? Let's get some points while we can, or get the first down while we can. He won 6 instead of 3.
4th down and 1. Coleman to the top of your picture. And now the Browns will call a timeout. They're first with 4:06 remaining in the half. The most outspoken duo in sports talk is on FS1.
Tomorrow we debate all of today's NFL action.
I'm feeling pretty good about my Seahawks Super Bowl pick.
You shouldn't feel good about any of your picks. Undisputed, America's fastest growing sports show, 9:30 Eastern, FS1.
So the Browns call a timeout. And Keenan Robinson, former Redskin, going back to the huddle after talking things over with Steve Spagnuolo.
This is going to be tough because the inside, Harrison's been destroying people inside. And so you have to take that into account. That's the first thing. The second thing is they've had a little bit of success off the tackle. But inside, it's been tough sledding. Harrison has just been dominating.
Inside would be the predictable thing. Maybe they'll go unpredictable. They do have multiple tight ends, however. And they're going to hand off to Crowell. He'll get the first down inside the 20. So they challenge the Giants' run defense and a 2-yard gain.
Well, they decide to go ahead and they're going to pull him around. Pull him around inside, get the extra blocker, and Crowell is able to find that extra block. That's Spencer Drango, just a rookie. He's developing. He's got a ways to go. But in that particular time, he got enough for Crowell to be able to get that first.
Hey, Lex.
Giants with a 31-yard edge in total yardage, a first down in the 19. Here's McCown. He completes it to Crowell. Breaks a tackle, and Crowell close to another first down. See where he ran out of bounds. It was just beyond the 10-yard line, so short by a yard, and it was Landon Collins who missed the tackle.
This is quick feet. That's just great kinesthetic sense. You have an understanding of where your body is all the time, and then you go ahead and hit that other gear, try to get 10. Crowell has been their guy. Now, I think he's a good player. I think he's a really good player.
Matty had almost 100 yards average in the first 4 games, and then they stopped the running game. Duke Johnson replaces him. 2nd down and 1, and they go to Duke. And Duke gets the first down and more to the 6-yard line. And the Browns, who are trying to capitalize on the muff punt by Rainey, have another first down, 4-yard pickup here.
So right now I'm thinking a little bit of play action, and Barnage is the guy. Barnage would be the guy I'd look for down here. So if I'm a New York Giant defender, and you're going to be tight on Barnidge, that's the one I'd go to.
Good balance by Cleveland.
Very good balance. The other guy would be Terrell Pryor with his big body on the outside.
So Duke Johnson, good receiver.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, kill.
Remains in the backfield.
Kill.
Taney Bartelli, fullback. And the pitch goes to Johnson. The fullback blocks. Johnson getting to the 4. And we'll have the 2-minute warning. Cleveland threatening, Giants leading. Follow your favorite team all season long. Go to iTunes.com/NFL. Eli Manning just watching to see whether the Giant defense can shut down the Browns. They're trying to take advantage of the muff punt by Bobby Rainey and go in for a tying touchdown. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 4.
Kill. 15.
Come on.
Hurry. Let's go.
Pressure, and here is Crowell. And Crowell picks up maybe a yard, bringing up 3rd down and goal. The Browns have 2 timeouts remaining. Couple of yard pickup there.
Me personally, I would have gone with a play action on that 2nd down play. You got your first run. Now the Giants are going to think about it, take that timeout.
All right, halftime is coming up shortly. Let's join Kurt Menefee.
Coming up on the Visa halftime, we'll have highlights of the Ravens and Bengals in Baltimore. The Chargers try to knock Houston out of first place, and the Jags try to pull the upset against the Bills. It's all coming up on the Visa halftime. We promise not to make it up.
Play on words.
Yeah. Dick, I leave, he's a regular guy. Come back, he's sitting, he's getting makeup put on him.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with this guy? Kurt, we have to have a talk.
When you see television people getting makeup, I know you run. You run the other way.
Absolutely.
3 tight ends line up for the Browns on 3rd down and goal. Duke Johnson is the running back. Look at this movement. Ball is at the 2.
5-man protect.
Empty backfield, 5 receivers. Backing up is McCown.
Nowhere to go.
Setting up 4th down, 4th and goal.
Yeah, let's just take a look at what McCown's playing. Look at what he's looking at. Look at your protection's fine. Look at all the coverage. Inside is taken away completely. Nicely done on the outside there. That's just really well done. I think Kelvin Shepard did a great job of not letting anybody inside in that seam. There's no place to go with the ball.
And they're going to get points, they're hoping. A field goal try by Cody Parkey. There'll be a 20-yard attempt. Parkey signed in week 3, replacing the injured Patrick Murray. And the kick is good. So the Browns were poised to get the tying touchdown, but they have to settle for a field goal, and it makes the score 7-3. The Giants lead as we check in again with Peter Schrager.
Hey guys, earlier this week Joe Hayden came out and he vowed we've got 5 more games left. We will win one of them. This might be the one. They're down 7-3 going into halftime, but this has been the story of the Browns season. They're in every game in the first half, then they get the doors blown off them in the second. Very curious to see what adjustments they make to hang tight and maybe shock the Giants today.
Peter, they've lost games by 5, 6, 2, and 3 points, including 1 in overtime, but in the second half, the roof caves in. That's what they do in the second half, the largest deficit in the NFL. The Browns, by the way, will receive the second half kickoff. And I think the crowd has a little air out of the balloon after just settling for 3. But maybe settling for 7-3 isn't a bad idea if they can hold the Giants out.
Well, I think the biggest thing is, one, they've been able to hang in against that defensive front of the Giants. That was a big deal. So they're holding up there. They just got to be able to separate some down the field with their receivers. They've not been able to get open there. I think the Giants secondary has been the difference.
Bobby Rainey standing in the end zone and is going to run up to the far 4-yard line to return this one, hoping to give the Giants good field position. and he gets it past the 30-yard line with 1:38 left. Carissa Thompson, game break time.
Well, Browns fans aren't going to like this. Your former wide receiver, Taylor Gabriel, has an impressive 35-yard touchdown run right here. Very video game-like. It's his 4th touchdown in the last 4 games. Falcons up 17-10.
Thank you. More than Julio Jones in Atlanta now. And Atlanta holding on to a 1-game lead over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But New Orleans and Carolina just 2 games under 500. First down on the 31. Bobby Rainey is in the game at running back, and the ball is tipped. Incomplete. Corey Lemonnier got a hand on it, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Lemonnier just has the wherewithal to get his hand up. That's exactly what you have to be able to do. Sets up this 2nd down. They're still playing them conservatively. Now still sitting in this 2-deep zone.
Trying to get some points before intermission, and this pass along the sideline, and it's caught by Victor Cruz. Marcus Burley on him, and Cruz, who doesn't catch many the last couple of weeks but catches big ones, has one here.
Yeah, and so this is just going to take off. But look at this throw. That is dead on the money. Right exactly where it has to be. There's little room for error because the coverage is tough. And Cruz holds on to it all the way through because it was kind of trying to be
37 yards, and this one is incomplete, trying to get it out quickly to Cruz.
This is not easy. Watch how he controls this thing with one hand. It keeps on getting pushed out, and he finally finds the handle and is able to pull that thing in.
Very
really well
close.
done.
Yeah, very close.
Well done. Yep.
Last week, Cruz caught 2 passes, 1 for 48 yards, which was a big one against the Bears. So he's there when you need him. 2nd and 10. Giants have 2 timeouts remaining. Manning steps up, completes it to Beckham, and Beckham turns it on to the 10-5. Beckham, touchdown.
Well, the good news is you don't have to run on your hand.
32-yard touchdown pass. Manning to Beckham.
There are 2 ways to be able to use your speed. One is straight down the field, and the other is run across the coverage. In this particular time, he just outruns everybody. You can get your hand in it all you want, but man, those feet can get picked up and put down pretty darn fast.
7th touchdown catch of the year for Beckham, and Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Giving the Giants a 14-3 lead. And with that, 100 yards passing today in Cleveland. Eli Manning has passed Fran Tarkenton for 8th spot on the NFL's all-time passing list.
I want to show you this all 22 and see exactly what he's doing. So Beckham's going to be down here, and he's going to come up and get across. But in order to do that, you have to be able to clear out that other side. And so here he comes underneath. See how they're running? They're clearing this route. This is the area that he wants to be able to get him to. And then it's just one-on-one with Hayden. And what kind of speed do you have? And Beckham's is faster.
4 plays, 69 yards. The Giants did it in 30 seconds. And so on one side, you saw the Browns fail to get the touchdown that would have tied the game, settling for a field goal, and in a jiff, the Giants get the touchdown on the other side. A 37-yard TD pass, Manning to Beckham.
You know, there's a lot of people talk about, you know, all the stuff on the sidelines and all the whatever that stuff is that he does. But I'm going to tell you, as a football player, that guy is really, really talented. Runs excellent routes. He's got good toughness. He's ultra competitive. He's what you want.
Ricardo Lewis will down it in the end zone. So here comes Josh McCown, who has completed 7 of 14, only 64 yards, which gives you an indication how conservative the passing game has been, at least thus far for Cleveland.
Yeah, and they're trying not to get in that position where they have to throw. And they're right on the edge right now. So they can't let this thing get away, because that's when Jason Pierre-Paul and Olivier Vernon and all those guys really start to, they try to heat it up.
Passing game for both teams thus far. Giants have the edge. McCown. And deflection by Romeo Aquara. Not a deflection, he just got his big hand up there and just batted it back.
Just a rejection.
1:08 to go. Browns with 2 timeouts left. They're on the 25. Been 2 turnovers. Giants got a touchdown out of the Browns turnover. Cleveland could only get a field goal. And after a double pump, here's the pass into the crowd. Terrell Pryor, flag is down. Eli Apple, the Giants' top draft choice from Ohio State, here in Cleveland.
It's Ohio State on Ohio State crime right there.
Yeah.
And that's the right. That's
Pass
the right
interference,
thing.
number 24, defense. First down at the spot of the foul.
That was just contact.
Yeah,
right there. And so that'll be a 35-yard penalty, giving the Browns a chance. They're on the 40.
So, Dick, all Apple had to do is he had time to be able to face the ball and make a play on the ball, and he would have had an opportunity.
Well, you're in trouble if you don't turn your head back.
Absolutely.
First down. McCown getting time here, and this pass is going to be intercepted by Apple. Flag is down, however, right down there near the sideline.
I don't think Apple knows the flag's thrown. He's working on Corey Coleman. Doesn't really get his hand up. Coleman, see, doesn't give his quarterback a chance either. Oh, his foot was out of bounds.
His foot was out of bounds,
Looked
and
like
then you have the face mask.
Yeah.
Coleman on Apple.
I'm not sure if that's a catch. He came down.
I don't think so.
And his right foot, I believe, is out of bounds right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll keep the flag for the face mask, but that's not a catch.
No. The heel. And then the knee went out. Mike Pereira on that play.
Hey, the toe gets down first, but the heel comes
Ruling
down
on the
out of
field
bounds.
is an incomplete pass. While the receivers were airborne prior to them landing out of bounds, personal foul, face mask number 19, offense. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. It'll be first down.
Nick, Corey Coleman's going to have to learn how to help his quarterback on that route. You can't squeeze the field. He needs some area to be able to throw into. Eli Apple did a nice job of forcing him to the sideline. Use the sideline as your friend now. It's another defender. You see, he's got to fight that and push him to the inside so the quarterback has an area to be able to throw it into.
But you're right, that was a critical penalty because it brought the Browns back to their own 45 instead of where they were at the
Prior to the
Giants 40.
snap, this is the second charge timeout, New York.
So right before the snap. Well, the Browns are trying to avoid becoming just the second team to go 0-16 in the season. And of course, Matt, you know, you were connected with the Detroit Lions team that was 0-16.
I remember that.
You didn't see the finish, but you saw a lot of it, didn't you?
And so the toughest thing when you're in that position is really from the neck up, because you have to start fighting everything and you have to be right all the time. But what you can't do is you can't be defeated before you get to the game. You've got to still give yourself a chance, understand exactly what you have, what you're working with, and then, you know, play to the best of your abilities, and then whatever happens, happens. But what you can't do is start believing all the stuff you hear and all the stuff you read that you're just a lousy team, period.
Put it out of your mind.
It's tough. You got to be mentally strong.
First down and 25 on the Browns 46. McCown going to go down at the 39.
Really well done by Jason Pierre-Paul. And he did it just by being relentless, Dick. So he gets on top of the tackle, and he's just against pasture. You're going to watch him. And now hands. Now just keep fighting. That's really well done. Really well done. He didn't quit. He was relentless. And the net result is a sack.
His 5th sack of the season. And you talk about maybe for Landon Collins, Defensive Player of the Year. There is RG3, who returned to practice this week, Robert Griffin III, not yet cleared for contact. He started the season as the quarterback and had a tough shoulder injury, former Washington Redskin quarterback. So the Redskins have had the likes of McCown and Cody Kessler, the rookie, who had started 8 games for them. McCown broke a collarbone in week 2. It'll be 2nd down and 30. Drilling it and catching it is Terrell Pryor. And Pryor inside the 40-yard line. The clock a factor. Browns have 1 timeout left and a good gain that time.
Yeah, and a nice job of sitting down on the inside. That's a nice throw. And he just goes against, this is a big athletic body.
22-yard gain. That's the biggest gain by the Browns today. Peter Schrager has more.
Yeah, there's some good dynamic here between Terrell Pryor and Janoris Jenkins. Earlier in the week, Jenkins told reporters that Terrell Pryor is just another receiver, and he said, well, he's just big. Pryor heard that, and he tweets on Friday, talk is talk. I've never wanted to play a game as much as I do this Sunday. That's the matchup you're looking for right now.
Last time the Giants faced Pryor, played quarterback for the Raiders in 2013. 3rd down and 8.
Quick. Inside the 57. Ready. Hurry, go.
Had the protection, but it broke down, and a flag goes down. Pass was intended for Andrew Hawkins, and it was JPP coming in strong again.
Yes, I'd say more than strong, Dick. He is disruptive right now. They don't have an answer for him. But he is, first of all,
the pass, holding number 31, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
And a break for the Giants, or for the Browns, that is.
Yeah, that's
Trevin Wade.
A little bit of a hold right there on the backside. But JPP, number 90, you can see him on the top side coming with an inside ripped move. And he just works across the face of that lineman so fast and gains ground, and that's the difference.
1st down on the Giant 33. 32 seconds left in the half. And this pass is caught again by Pryor at the 19.
Working
Browns
against,
have no timeouts left.
Yeah, working against Janoris Jenkins again. He's beating him to the inside just with leverage.
And they clock the ball at 16 seconds, bringing up 2nd and 10. So a couple of passes to Pryor.
Now I want to be able to show you what leverage is. Watch Jenkins. You're going to see him right here, number 20. And what he's going to do is get to the inside. Now your body, see, he has all that inside. You can leverage that. Even if you're even if the defender is on you, you have an ability to create separation by just coming back to the ball a little bit. And therefore you're open. And that's just smart football.
Battle of the Twitters between Jenkins and Pryor. 2nd down and 10, 16 seconds. That's the big number right here. No timeouts left for the Browns. McCown. And he'll complete the pass to Duke Johnson. Out of bounds, stops it with 9 seconds. So the Browns are in solid field goal position right now with 9 seconds.
9 seconds, Dick. You can take one shot to the end zone, but this is all on Josh McCown. Uses his feet, has the wherewithal to be able to look at that nice throw, sidearm throw. That's really well done by Josh McCown.
Played well.
Yeah, he's a competitive guy. Mentioned about his football mind. He's a coach in the making, but you got to get rid of this ball quickly. You got to go to the end zone. You got to try to get 6 right here.
37-year-old McCown has avoided the turnovers in this half.
I'd go up top right there.
That's Pryor.
Put the big body on him. Let's see if this works.
One play, and they want to go to Pryor, and it is incomplete as Jenkins had help from Landon Collins, and with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, you got to kick it now. Got to kick it.
And they will.
Yeah. Oh, I would say there's a little bit of
hold.
A little bit of a hold going on there. Not a lot of hold.
Just
a little bit of hold.
How about two hands worth? How about 2 hands worth? So Parkey, who connected on a 20-yard field goal, this will be from 25.
Make it a 1-score game.
And the kick is good, and the Browns, with Parkey's second field goal of the game, climb to within 14-6 of the Giants as the first half comes to an end. Josh McCown, the veteran, trying to keep the Browns in the game. But right now, it's a battle for them. Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, and Jimmy coming up. Ravens, Bengals, Jaguars looking for an upset, and the Texans trying to stay perfect at home. Pretty tight first half. The Giants leading 14-6. And stay tuned for the Visa halftime report coming up after these messages and a word from your local Fox station. 14-6, the Giants lead the Browns, who will get the second half kickoff. First 9 possessions, turnover, and a punt. A lot of punts. Last 4 possessions, some scoring. And other than the fact that the Browns had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown, the numbers are pretty even throughout this half.
Yeah, and they're kind of the same team, Dick. I mean, it's just kind of interesting to me because neither team has run the football well. They've only done something in the pass game, and that's been it.
Ricardo Lewis, a yard in the end zone, returning. Gets it out to the 23 as we go down to Peter Schrager.
Hey guys, spoke with you, Jackson, just now. Asked about those 2 fourth down decisions to kick field goals. He said, hey, look, we're in this one. We're not playing this desperate. We're playing to win, so he wanted the points. As for the Giants, Ben McAdoo, their head coach, he said, look, let's not let them off the hook. Let's put them away. Let's keep it coming, play smart football. No gimmies. Put them away.
Thank you, Peter. And this is the way the Giants play, man.
You know, it's weird, Dick. It's almost like they played down to whoever they're playing, or they're playing to their level all the time. But to Cleveland's credit, now they've put up the fight.
Crowell on first down picks up about 4.
Tell you who's playing pretty good here today, though, has been Harrison. Harrison has been just handling that inside all game long. You saw him in the short yardage and they couldn't block him. You saw him whenever they tried any kind of inside run plays. He's been there and he's been dominating those inside 3.
Giants have won all of their games by a total of 27 points, and their largest margin of victory was 7. Crowell on the sideline. Duke Johnson replaces him. They haven't run successfully.
33 yards.
Second down and 6. They haven't at all. Nearly getting to McCown, who's backpedaling, but completes the pass to Corey Coleman.
Great play
now, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie threw something, and it looks like he's flexing his left arm as McCown.
Yeah, but look, they're gonna jump this thing. He's gonna come back inside. He's just gonna try to get away from Kelvin Shepard, and he does. And then as he's backpedaling, he puts the ball right where it has to be on Coleman. And Coleman sets up this 3rd and 3, so at least it's manageable. That's really, really well done, and a nice job of picking up that with the blitz.
Duke Johnson with a good block on Shepard. So 4-yard pickup. 3rd down and officially 2.
Solid. There you go. You're good. Bring it hot.
They're going to flip it to Johnson. Johnson's going to get the first down.
Good tough run.
Good play.
Nice job by Barnidge on the outside. Drango's also out there.
Got 6 on that play. Thought Barnidge might be a bigger factor than he's been so far. He's caught 1 pass.
I think this offense moves the chains better when he's involved.
Crowell back in. They go his way, and tackled from behind. Might have had a burst.
Harrison got him. He had Hankins.
Kevin Hogan came in. We saw that McCown was flexing his arm, and Kevin Hogan, who's been on the practice squad for the first 5 weeks, came in for that 1 play. Now he goes back, and McCown checks back in.
We're good to go.
2nd down and 3.
Ready? Hot.
Here's Crowell. Stutter step. Nice. First down midfield. Or just short of it.
Yeah, Dick, that's really nice runner's patience right there. So he's letting things develop in front of him. They're right behind Greco there on that left side, but you're going to watch the patience that he has. So As a defender, you want to get into your guy and then make the running back make the move. As a running back, you want that defender to make the move, to define it for you. And that little bit of runner's patience allowed him to make that.
Browns have outrushed the Giants now 56-33. And a first down and a bunch of flags and a whistle.
Full start, number 77, offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So Greco, that's what really hurts teams when they're on a roll, a semi-roll, and a momentum. That's a momentum breaker.
Yeah, don't beat yourself. It's a simple rule, but it's hard to carry out.
First down and 15. Browns on their 30-43. Pryor to the bottom, rolling out towards him. And on the run, this pass is going to be caught by Terrell Pryor. And it'll be good enough for a first down. Or check that, they'll be short by about 8 yards, make that.
Yeah, so two things. Pep Hamilton, the offensive coordinator, in his play calling, first he gives them an ability to be able to buy some time by running, and then Pryor comes back to the football and sets up this second and about 6-ish.
Pep Hamilton, the associate head coach with the team. Here's Crowell, and barely getting back to the line of scrimmage, if that. So the 9-yard gain, and then Crowell for nothing.
Well, you might get Harrison once, maybe once and a half, but you're not going to get him consistently. He's played really well here today. He's disengaged exceptionally well. He's the real deal. I think he's made a big difference on this defense.
Extra DB in there for the Giants on 3rd down and 6.
Hurry, go!
Blitz coming up the middle on McCown, and the pass is incomplete. And that was Landon Collins defending against Gary Barnidge, bringing up 4th down, and the Browns will kick.
Yeah, and a little bit better throw. Barnidge has leverage on Collins. Right here, see it now. Just that ball, the ball's just outstretched. If he puts it right on him, you got a first down. Because he had him beat, he had him where he wanted to be. Instead, it's an incompletion.
Odell Beckham is now going back to return the punt. Only the 2nd time this year, shading his eyes from the sun, as Britton Colquitt right to Beckham at the 9. And he runs into a bunch of brown jerseys and is stopped at the 21-yard line. We'll be back.
Team is sponsored by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Nissan. Innovation that excites. And by Burger King. Now get 10 nuggets for only $1.49. Only at Burger King.
Fox Sports, just call us the Hall of Fame Network, because you saw them. And many of them in the studios. Of course, Troy Aikman, who along with Jack Buck brought you that exciting Cowboys-Redskins game. Pro Football Hall of Fame located just south of Cleveland and Canton. There you see quarterback comparison. And Eli Manning with a first down on his 21. Joe Buck. Rashad Jennings thrown for a loss by Christian Kirksey.
Kirksey out of Iowa. And now this was a blitz. This is right from the start. And you can see what they're doing. So as soon as they motion, they sent a man with them, which knew the possibility. They're staying out of the zone. You knew the possibility that they could bring that backer, and nobody picked them up. It was clean.
Did I say Jack Buck?
2nd and 5 at the 34.
Loved them. They're both great. Like father, like son. And this pass, boy, it looked like it might have been able to be picked off. Jennings made the catch with a Brown defender, Danny Shelton, right in his midst.
Shelton did a great job. Shelton was trying to work off his block and then had the wherewithal to understand where the back was inside. This looked like it was going to be a screen. Look how he gets off it. He almost had a chance of getting that thing. Yeah, he had a chance, but you know, he's a defensive lineman, so he thought, what the heck, I'll just knock it down.
Jamie Meter got good pressure in, bringing up 3rd down and 12. And here's Jennings. Jennings will be caught short, and the Giants will have to punt as we check in with Carissa Thompson with a game break. Carissa.
To Miami we go. Midway through the third, down 10. Colin Kaepernick finds Garrett Selleck. The Niners trying to snap a 9-game losing streak, and Selleck with the rare 2 hits right there. Miami up 17-14.
Well, the Browns trying to break an 11-game losing streak this season, 14 in a row, dating back to last season. Longest in their franchise history is Brad Wing. And it's going to work out for him. Duke Johnson will be backed up and buried close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11 or 12. So the kick not good, but got away from Duke Johnson. It winds up to be 57 yards in the books. Odell Beckham sitting with Robbie Gould. Beckham, the leading receiver today, with 4 catches for the Giants. Meanwhile, the Browns start from the 12. Isaiah Crowell, tailback. A couple, that's it.
Harrison right there again. Hankins right there again. And those two inside have been playing really solid all game long. They're just tough. I mean, they're tough, and you might get them every once in a while, but for the most part, Harrison's dominating.
2nd and 8.
Let's go. We're at 80. We're up.
Back to the 5. Caught at the 35 by Pryor. Gives a little ground there, down to the 31. Landon Collins puts him down at an 18-yarder.
Well, watch Harrison right here, number 98. So he gets some pressure up inside. Josh McCown, though, has enough time to be able to find him right in the middle of that zone. He runs, he's best versus zones. He'll beat you man-to-man, but he has a really good feel for sitting down in the holes.
5 catches now for Pryor as he goes to the sideline.
Hey, double.
They haven't done a bad job protecting McCown.
No, not bad. You're right.
Crowell. And Olivier Vernon is there. You said for the Browns to pull an upset, something like amazing that whoever expected. We haven't quite seen that yet.
Yeah, there's got to be something like you go, wow, where'd that come from? One of those things. They're going to have to be involved in that sooner or later.
2nd down and 8. Pryor back in the game to the bottom of your picture. Good balance shown by Cleveland's offense today. 6 more passes than runs.
Blitz.
You hesitate on the pass, you're in trouble, and Olivier Vernon puts him down and a loss of 3 yards.
Well, Dick, they came with a blitz like we said, which means behind it there's tight coverage, and here it is. Nowhere to go with that one. Pryor covered. Then the pressure coming from the top, and he's going to feel it, and Vernon ends up getting that sack. But all across the board, you had 4 receivers out, you had 4 guys covered, nowhere to throw it.
2nd sack for the Giants. JPP and Vernon have him. It'll be 3rd down and 11. McCown with time and cannot get it to Pryor. Incomplete. Closest to him was Eli Apple. And 4th down coming up and a punting situation.
Nice tight coverage by Eli Apple. Got his hands on him, work with him. He's a big-bodied guy, and he can be physical, but you just got to stay tight. Eli Apple did it well.
Beckham for the 2nd straight time going back to receive the punt. Giant defense, the story of this one in a close 14-6 game. 5:20 to go in the 3rd. So here's Beckham looking up into the sun, trying to turn the corner. Flag is down, and another one goes down as Beckham finally is knocked out of bounds at the about 47-yard line.
Yeah, that's coming back to the flag, and they'll tack on the penalty. And so it's tough, Dick, when you're in the middle of a punt and you have the guy and you're eyeballing him. You know that you have to get your head in front, and it's not always easy.
27-yard return will come back after the good 50-yard kick by Colquitt.
Receiving team. Illegal block in the back, number 24 of the receiving team. That penalty is declined. Illegal block in the back, number 28 receiving team. That penalty is accepted 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It'll be first down, New York. Timeout.
So this is the one they decline.
Yeah, that's by Apple. That one, not too bad.
Perkins is the one they accept.
Correct.
Sponsored by Verizon. It's always a great gift on Verizon.
So Beckham's return nullified by this.
Yeah, Paul Perkins, the running back out of UCLA, got his hands right square in his back. Good call by the officials.
Giants on the 14, 5:04 remaining in the third. Manning is going to go deep. Knocked away. Great defensive play. Roger Lewis Jr. defended by Brian Body Calhoun, who played it perfectly.
So he has him. He knows he has him man-to-man all the way. They had man right from the start. The ball hung just a little bit. Body Calhoun was able to make that play. Little hookage there on the inside, but he's able to get that hand back and knock the ball down.
Giants' longest play was the pass to Victor Cruz for 37. It'll be second down and 10.
Brown boom seal. Brown boom seal.
Here is Perkins. But the Browns are there. Pickup of 2. Tank Carter leading the way.
You know who's been playing pretty good here today? It's been Kirksey. Kirksey's been playing really well. He's been very aggressive. He's been seeing things really well, and he's been believing his eyes. And when that combination happens, you generally turn in a pretty good stat sheet, and he's doing just that. Got 9 tackles on the day. He's been playing really well.
He had 9 against the Steelers a week ago. Came in second leading tackler in the league, man. You're right. So it's 3rd and 8. Manning gets a little pressure. It's tipped. And a terrific defensive play made by number 90, Emmanuel Ogba.
Nick, that would be a matter of opinion. If you're saying he got the ball knocked down, you say terrific play. If you go, he blew an interception, then you'd say not such a terrific play. I'd go with you, though. He did get his hand on it and knocked it away and sets up this punt.
It wasn't between the numbers, as we say,
yeah, exactly.
Right? Brad Wing will kick from the 5. Duke Johnson backpedals. Great punt by Wing. Johnson at the 28. Trying to get something out of this. And Bobby Rainey will wrestle him down at the 37-yard line.
Not a lot of chances you get in this league, Dick, to get your hands on a football, especially when you're a lineman.
Doesn't seem disappointed. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam has had so many different general manager coaching regimes trying to find the right combination, but he's got a young team and they've got a lot of draft picks coming up in the next couple of years. 1st and 10. McCown quickly gets it out to Crowell, and Crowell is wrestled down nicely by Landon Collins.
Nasty stiff arm to the face. That was really nice by Crowell. You gotta like that.
John Greco, the right guard, slow getting up.
Watch this at the end. Watch this how you finish a play. Just get nasty on him. Run right through him. That's a great effort. Look at that fate. Right to the face.
So Greco still on the ground. Will take a timeout. Just under 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
I believe that the busts talk to each other. And I can't wait for that conversation. I really can't. To Vince Lamarche, to Newt Rockney, to Reggie, to Walter Payton, to all my players, my ex-players. We'll be there forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
What a tremendous comment by John Madden when he went into the Hall of Fame in Canton, just 50 miles from here, and Jim Brown, who's the greatest of all of the great Browns who are enshrined. 2nd and 4 at the 43. Crowell trying to find running room, can't, maybe gets a yard. John Greco, you know, was shaken up before, replaced by Alvin Bailey, the former Seattle Seahawk. There's Greco.
They're pretty solid in there today, although Old Harrison's been having his way with all three of those inside guys. So Alvin Bailey out of Arkansas better be prepared for old 98.
Neither team has averaged 3 yards a carry in this game.
Harrison today has 9 tackles all by himself, plus a forced fumble.
3rd down and 3. McCown incomplete and off the hands, it seemed, of Seth DeValve, the rookie tight end. Carissa Thompson with a game break.
Let's check in on the Falcons. They're trying to stay atop the NFC South, and this helps. Kevin Coleman, 2-yard rushing touchdown. His team leading 6th rushing touchdown this year. Falcons up 24-13. Dick Massey.
Atlanta trying to retain first place in the NFC South. Arizona, hopes fading as Colquitt will be kicking once again to Odell Beckham, going to the other side. Takes a bounce at the 10, and the Browns will fall on it at around the 14-yard line. Well, a lot of players are frustrated. Terrell Pryor is one of them. Browns trail the Giants 14-6. The Pac-12 and Big Ten championships only on Fox. First, Colorado takes on Washington in the Pac-12 championship. Coverage begins Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then it's a showdown in Indy when Wisconsin takes on Penn State in the Big Ten championship. Coverage begins Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. It is all on Fox, or watch it live on Fox Sports Go. Nassib with Penn State. Thomas of Wisconsin. You saw Wisconsin yesterday, but right now we're watching the Browns and the Giants. And a first down. Rashad Jennings breaks the tackle to get to the 20-yard line. Pickup of 6.
I'll tell you this, Dick. Wisconsin's got a couple of defenders that both these teams could use. They got 2 outside linebackers. There's the old Wisconsin Badger, Joe Thomas, that got 2 outside linebackers in Watt, J.J. Watt's little brother, and Vince Beagle. Both those guys can play, and that linebacker crew is probably the best one I've seen, probably in college football this year.
Pretty impressive testimony there. 2nd down and 4. Pitch to Jennings. He'll get the first down as he crosses the 25.
So, Dick, sometimes you do your job so well that it forces the running back. Watch this right here. He's going to blow this thing up right here and gives the running back only one way to go. And it defines it immediately. Watch, it just takes Westbrook, just puts him right in the backfield. That's a powerful man. When he starts going whatever way he wants to go, nobody's stopping him.
His numbers. Paltry rushing numbers today for both teams. First down and 10, but they go to the ground again, and Jennings fights his way to the 31 before Jamie Collins. And for more on Danny Shelton, here's Peter Schrager.
Well, you guys mentioned it earlier in the game. He was weighing about 365 pounds last year. Ray Horton gets hired, challenges him, says, let's do a weight loss challenge of some sort. We'll start it at training camp. Well, Danny Shelton showed up. He was 30 pounds down at 335. Horton said, no challenge, you're at where I need you.
Great improvement from last year, Peter, no question about it. He's one of the players who gets it on that Browns roster. 2nd down and 7. Manning has time, and Manning is going to go deep on the sidelines, but Cruz was out of bounds. Defended nicely by Buddy Calhoun, and he didn't give him much room.
Yeah, Dick, that's the point. That's a great call by you. So he used the sideline again, so he squeezed him. So as a receiver, you've got to fight. Now he's got to push back inside on Calhoun. You can't just keep running outside. It gives your quarterback no help whatsoever. No room to throw. A lot of young receivers make that. Cruz knows better than that.
I see a lot of veterans do the same thing.
Yeah, it's just not good awareness.
Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Well, they're going to bring in the slot to the top side. Here comes
Manning. Pumps about 4 times, finally gets it out to Jennings. And Jennings fighting his way, and he may be shy just by a bit. Xavier Cooper prevented Jennings from getting the first down there. 6-yard pickup, and they're going to have to kick it away. The Giants in their own territory, so even the riverboat gambler Ben McAdoo will not take any chances here.
Yeah, Carl Nassib had him dead to right, and I can still see his jockstrap laying out there on about the 30-yard line.
You've got good eyes. You've got great eyes.
Yeah, right here, look at that. Yeah, you're going one way, I'm going the other. Not easy to do. You've got to be able, when you're one-on-one like that, Dick, you got to take one position away. Don't get head up. That was Nassib's mistake.
And they're short by about a foot. 4th down, and they're going to punt. No question in the mind of first-year head coach. So they'll have to kick it away.
Because, Dick, he knows that his defense is playing well.
Right.
And he knows even with a one-score game, he's still good.
They haven't given up a touchdown, but I have to say the Browns are not playing like an 0-11 team.
No, they haven't been. And they've been in a ton of games. You mentioned earlier about all the close games that they've lost. But it's just that they've just found a way to lose instead of win. That's been the difference.
But it's never comfortable for the Giants, at least to this point, as we have less than a half a minute to go in the third, leading by 8 points. Brad Wing, who's been sensational as a kicker today, and Duke Johnson continues to be so. Look at his kick, goes out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Brad Wing has been a definite weapon for the Giants today. Take a look at the playoff picture. We know what the Cowboys have done with 10 straight victories. Seattle and Detroit and Atlanta right now are the division leaders. Giants the top wild card, but the Giants are only, they win today, 2 games behind Dallas. They still have a shot at the NFC East. What do you think of the group?
Well, I think the team you have to keep your eye on is Seattle. They're starting to play exceptionally well. That quarterback is healthy. Russell Wilson is buying time, and when he's like this, they are one tough team to beat.
No question about that. By the way, Wing with a 56-yarder that time pins in the Browns to their own 8-yard line.
Red 80. Red.
McCown back to the goal line, and the pass is caught at the 13, and that'll do it. That'll be the end of the quarter. Duke Johnson makes the catch. That's the end of the third quarter. In games decided by 8 points or less, the Giants and the Lions have the most wins, 7 right now. As we start the fourth quarter, another tight one for the Giants, leading 14-6. Dick Stockton along with Matt Millen and Peter Schrager.
Tell you, up there in Detroit, Matt Stafford is having an excellent year. And he's kind of taken that whole team over since Calvin Johnson stepped down. It's been his show.
It'll be 2nd down and 5 on the 13.
57. Inside 57. Inside 57.
Hey, Ricky. Ricky.
Here's McCown. And incomplete. Duke Johnson.
Josh
the intended receiver.
Josh McCown has just been off on a few crucial throws. I mean, he's had guys open, and he's missed them just a little too low, a little too high, a little outside wide. And then there's been other times when he's been under pressure that he's escaped, and he's made some great throws.
Johnson remains down. Time for a game break. Here's Carissa.
Back to Miami we go. 17-14 late third. Ryan Tannehill finds Kenny Stills for this 43-yard score. Dolphins looking for their 6th win in a row. They're up right now 24-14. Dick, Matt, and Peter.
Thank you, Carissa. Giants also looking for their 6th in a row. They haven't done that since 2008 as Duke Johnson gets up.
Dick, what a nice job Adam Gase has done down in Miami. He's
rocky start too.
Yeah, a little bit rocky, but he's got him going now. He's got a good offensive mind, and he's got him going well.
So Crowell comes in the game at running back. By the way, in the second half, the Browns have punted in their first 3 possessions. They face a 3rd down and 5 here.
These two are down. They're down.
Barnage on the outside working against the linebacker. He's got a safety sitting down, Collins.
Hurry, go.
McCown trying to get away from danger. Won't. And it's Jason Pierre-Paul who finally gets him inside the 5-yard line. The 2nd sack of the game for Paul. 6th of the year to lead the team.
Well, he's taken care of by Pastor on the top side. Now he just keeps on coming yet again. He's down, he's blocked, but he's not stopped. He gets back up and completes the play. That's excellent hustle. It takes 0 talent to hustle, and that's what he gave you, is just extra hustle.
Incredible advance he has made in 1 year. His hands are still raw from that fireworks accident, which was ugly, painful, and debilitating. The punt to Beckham. Beckham with a head of speed. Here is Beckham. Flag is down, however. Beckham is going to get into the end zone. But a penalty marker down. Beckham, I don't think, knows it yet.
Does it look like he's just running at a different speed than everybody else? It's like a computer game.
It's like we had slow motion for everyone and regular motion for one guy.
During the return, holding number 94, receiving team, 10-yard penalty, 1st down. Timeout.
That's
Herzlich. Yep. So that was a 54-yard punt and a return of 59 just to erase it all.
By the all-new 2017 Ford Super Duty. This is the next level. And by the $10 any carry-out deal from Pizza Hut. Only at Pizza Hut.
After the penalty on Beckham's return, Giants are at midfield. Early here in the 4th. 1st down. Perkins. Couple of yards. This is why Beckham didn't get the touchdown.
You're going to watch it right down here. Mark Herzlich is right there. It's an old move. What you do is you get in front of him and you pull him on top of you. And then you could just see the speed of Odell Beckham, and he's just moving faster than everyone else. Colquitt's trying to stop the celebration like, man, you're a punter. Get out of here.
That's the 2nd time there was a penalty to nullify a good return by Beckham. 2nd down and 8.
118. That's it.
Manning stepping up, and he's going deep. And this pass is going to be knocked away. Roger Lewis Jr. defended by Buddy Calhoun.
Buddy Calhoun's played pretty well here today. I wonder if Eli didn't get hit there, because the ball fluttered like it was a lollipop out there. Let's see if somebody didn't get to him.
Check out Ogba.
Ogba gets a little bit of pressure on him, and that ball was well defended.
Hey, how about the rookie receiver Sterling Shepard? Hasn't even been targeted once today.
Yeah, that's a mistake. He's a good player today.
Came in with a touchdown in 3 straight games. 3rd down and 8 for the Giants. Here comes pressure on Manning, and he is going deep again for Lewis Jr. And again, Buddy Calhoun defends. Jamar Taylor with the blitz coming in from the secondary, and it's 4th down. Twice today the Giants were at midfield and couldn't come up with anything.
Well, they gave pressure. You're going to see this guy come right off the edge, right down here. And so he knows he has one-on-one deep down the field. But Brian Buddy Calhoun has played himself a really good football game. Taylor is able to get a little bit of pressure in there. Good defense by Cleveland.
4 possessions in the 2nd half, all punts. 30 yards total is all the Giants have managed. Joe Hayden is back. And Hayden will let it go, and it'll be picked up at the 2-yard line and dropped. What is that all about?
Well, once it's touched by the kick team, that's a free ball, and nothing else can happen.
Harris had it bounce off. It didn't go in the end zone or out of bounds, so you're right. It is a free ball, and Hayden was alert. Mark Herzlich, who made the play on Hayden near the goal line, going into the locker room. Well, we talked about the Giant defense, which you have. They've had them in good field position for them. First 4-yard line earlier, now it's going to be the 6.
Yeah, and they're going to have to continue to play good defense here. But one thing is curious, usually in the second halves of game, the Cleveland Browns have kind of fallen apart. They haven't done that. They're not going away. And in fact, I think they've been a little bit galvanized. I think we're going to see their best football here in this fourth quarter.
But they have a really tough obstacle starting from where they're starting.
Yeah, well, they do. So they're going to have to flip the field here somehow and get some field position out of this at the least.
Remember, the Browns have been outscored 161-60. In the second half, they have not had any scoring as of yet.
One play away, Dick. That's all it is.
Play action from the end zone. And going deep to Pryor. He's got it. Pryor with a big catch into Giant territory to the 41.
Wow, where did that come from?
That's what you said at the beginning.
That's what you're looking for. Big play action. You get on your Ohio State teammate, and you use the middle of the field. Watch him step up. Nice protection. Now look, there's no one in the middle of the field. And then just run to the ball. That's a really well thrown ball and a big time play.
54 yards. That's the second longest pass play for the Browns all year. And another play action. And falling down, no chance for Danny Vitale, the rookie from Northwestern.
Yeah, this is just well executed. Good protection all the way around. They're smart. They kept an extra guy in for Jason Pierre-Paul. There's no one in the middle of the field. Pryor sees it. Adams knew it at the end, and that's just a big play.
Apple trailing Pryor, who has his third 100-yard game this season. 131 in all. It'll be second down and 14, however. Giants leading by 8.
They got movement on the offensive right side.
Ball start, number 78, offense. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Alvin Bailey, who replaced John Greco at right guard. Report on Greco from Peter Schrager.
Hey guys, he's out with a foot injury. As you know already, Petonio's out, and they let Alex Mack and Mitchell Schwartz walk in for agency. So a whole new front five next to Joe Thomas.
Yeah, they've been talking about the Mack and Schwartz deals for a while. Second down and 19, getting hit and into the hands of Jason Pierre-Paul, who will run it in. Touchdown Giants. Jonathan Hankins got a piece of the arm of Josh McCown, and JPP did the rest.
Hankins just used power to the inside. Jason Pierre-Paul, here's Hankins, number 95, sitting right there. Harrison to the inside, so he gets one-on-one, gets to the top side, and it's just, and that ball's in the hands. JPP's going to take it home. That's just a really nice, well-played play by Hankins, the former Ohio Stater, with a big, nice power move to the outside.
43 yards.
Yeah, and he beat Alvin Bailey, who just had the penalty earlier.
Robbie Gould. And Gould misses the extra point. He missed 2 last week, misses 1 here. And the score remains 20-6. Frustration etched on the face of Josh McCown. Pryor made a big play, and then.
This game is sponsored by Sprint. Visit Sprint.com. Switch and save today.
Small screen, stadium-size content. Watch live local Sunday games on your smartphone with NFL Mobile. Well, Mark Herzlich has a concussion problem, and now Eli Apple, who was beaten by Terrell Pryor on that big pass before the interception returned by Jason Pierre-Paul, and the ball hits the pylon, and it's a touchback. Well, the Browns trying to dig themselves up. These are the first-round draft picks since 2012, and only 3 are on the current team.
And Dick, if you're Hugh Jackson, you got to say, look, I can't do anything about what was. All I can do is what is and what is coming. And so you use a Danny Shelton and Corey Coleman and Irvin, and you try to draft wisely, and you try to put together things you have, because you do have some good players. The cupboards aren't completely bare. You just need some help.
Well, they traded the number 2 overall this year and now have an extra first-round pick next season, an extra second-round pick next year and the year after. But when you go to Johnny Manziel and pin your hopes on him early and that doesn't work out, you get the result. First down on the 25 after the touchback. McCown, and he completes it to Rashard Higgins, and Higgins goes out of bounds. A flag is down at the 44-yard line. Keenan Robinson, and it appears to be a face mask penalty on Robinson.
Personal foul, face mask, number 57, defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
That's going to march the Browns into the Giants' 41-yard line. More on the draft pick situation. Here's Peter.
Yeah, and Browns fans have been distressed. Yeah, Joey Bosa and Ezekiel Elliott, local guys, they decided not to take them second overall, and 8 players were taken by the Browns before Dak Prescott. But they do have the Titans second rounder and the Eagles first rounder next year. Let's look towards the future at this point.
But you got to draft well. You can have them, you got to make it count. First down. And Crowell running after the catch has the first down, I think. And he does. For a game break, here's Kurt Menefee.
All right, the Falcons rolling right now against Arizona. Taylor Gabriel, his second speedy touchdown of the day. Atlanta up 31-13. That one getting late in the fourth quarter. Dick, Matt, and Peter.
All right, thank you very much, Kurt. And Atlanta keeping up ahead of Tampa Bay. Gabriel is another player that got away from the Browns, who has been a successful third receiver for the Falcons this year. First down on the Giant 30. McCown, boy, he's got a lot of time, and he gets to Crowell. Crowell with a first down inside the 20. Casillas brings him down, and the Browns are moving smartly.
Yeah, they are, and they're taking what's giving them. And so they're clearing areas out. You're going to watch the defense, how it's going to drop. And then you just take them and just dump them back underneath. That's just smart football. If they're going to give you that green, you take the green.
13-yard gain. McCown now 20 of 35, 247 yards, but has that pick. Duke Johnson comes in for Crowell, who gets a breather.
Hey, Rick.
From the 17, first down from Cleveland. McCown runs into a pack and goes down. Boy, closed up in a hurry. We'll give Vernon credit for the sack and a loss of 4 yards.
Yeah, and it closed quickly because the coverage down the field was good. Now just going to watch. These are going to be the beneficiaries of the defensive line. McCown sees it. He knows he's got to pull it. Coverage right on top. Nice zones. Everybody playing off each other, sitting down inside, and then covering over the top. Well done.
Giants defense has been terrific today.
Yeah, they really have. They're the difference.
Second down and 14 from the 21.
Hey, easy.
McCown with time, fires, touchdown, Corey Coleman.
Nicely done by Duke Johnson. They knew where Jason Pierre-Paul was, and they stuck him right over there. And that gave him time. You're going to watch this. Watch Duke Johnson. Now you're coming right over in the top side. Oh, and Olivier Vernon it was. And then here's the route. Corey Coleman, oh, he bites hard, man. Breaks his ankles. Nobody out there. And the net result is 6 quick.
Boy, they did that in a hurry.
Yeah,
rare in this game. Extra point by Parkey, and the kick is good. So the Browns finally score a touchdown. And it comes here in the fourth quarter. They stay in the game. Coleman with his third touchdown catch of the year. Coleman's 21-yard touchdown catch caps a perfect drive by McCown. And they did it in a relative hurry, 241 and 75 yards. So it's 20-13. They were down by 6 at the half, trailed by 7 here. Bobby Rainey from the 1-yard line. And Rainey gets away from a tackler, tough to bring down, and carries it beyond the 25. We've been talking about the Browns-Giants history, and of course Jim Brown, the great running back, and the guy who had to defend him every game was Sam Huff from West Virginia, number 70. And he did a great job, except for one long touchdown by Brown in the final game. So 2 Hall of Famers were going at it, offensive, defense. And the Browns and Giants, for those of you who may not remember, were great in the 50s. In fact, the Browns won 7 conference titles. The Giants won 3 in the 50s. They dominated Eastern football. First down, and here is Jennings. Trying to grab the ball was Agba, but Jennings picks up about 4.
Jim Brown, still considered one of the greatest players, if not the greatest player of all time. Anytime they make a list, he's in the middle of it, and there's Jim right there. And that guy played tough, played physical, played smart, complete player.
You know, a lot of people, know about how faster, bigger, stronger players are today. A lot of people still think he was the best running back of all time.
You could put him in right now and he'd run for 100.
Second down and 6. Manning looking left, and his pass. Good catch by Beckham. Breaks a tackle and almost stiffs arms Ed Reynolds into an end zone situation, but a huge gain for the Giants into Browns territory.
This guy is just legit. Look at that move, little out and up move, and the ball was right where it had to be, and the rest is all Beckham Jr. Now, I think this guy, I think he's a terrific player. There's a lot of stuff about him, but
why not?
When it's time to play, he shows.
41 yards on that play, 92 yards in the game. First and 10 at the 28. Play action and an end around, and there's the guy we haven't talked about. Sterling Shepard, who hasn't been targeted once today, but on the end around, gives the Giants a first and goal at the 6.
You're going to watch number 87 down here on the right side. He's just going to come around. You got to get the ball in this guy's hands. He has this ability. Big play ability, can make it cut on a dime. He can accelerate. He's one of those players that have changed the offense for this New York Giant football team, and heck, that was his first touch of the day.
Yep. Giants said, we always thought he was pro-ready. First and goal from the 6. Here is Manning. And Beckham trying to keep his feet in, can't do it. Incomplete pass to Beckham.
Yeah, nicely done by Joe Hayden. Get him to the back of the end zone. You know he's going there. Make sure he's really deep. It's been a nice little matchup all game long. Just keep on pushing depth.
Second and goal. The Giants trying to open up a 2-touchdown lead. Under 6 minutes to go.
All by herself.
There they are again. They're going to go the other way, and it's Jennings. And he is upended, getting to the 5 by Bonnie Calhoun, the former Jacksonville Jaguar. And
we'd like to have him back.
Oh, you think?
He has played terrific. I think both these corners have had a pretty darn good game here today. When they've had a couple of question marks, it's been when they've been in some zones, but both of them have showed up well here today.
Browns have outgained the Giants total yardage and through the air. Third down and goal from the 5.
Well, you're one-on-one down here below with Cruz.
Looking that way, then going up the middle. Touchdown, Beckham! touchdown passes by number 10 today, and for Beckham, his second TD grab.
Dick, I got to tell you, this kid, he's working on a backer. That's a complete mismatch. That's Kirksey. I mean, you don't have a shot. It reminds me, he has some Steve Smith in him. He's got that good toughness. He's got really competitiveness. I like him, man. There's a lot to like there.
Robbie Gould, who has missed one extra point. This is clean, and the Giants have that 2-touchdown lead, 27-13, with 5:10 to go. This is the one that set it all up.
Yeah, nice out and up move. And then Hayden was still right there. It was just a nice throw. And then that, of course, leads to this. You get a work inside on a linebacker. That's a complete mismatch. Now, that's when you're a linebacker. You got to know that you got that guy out there, that kind of skill. That's where you have to. Don't tell anybody I said this.
I won't, promise.
But, okay, just between you and me.
And if I tell anyone, I'll tell them not to tell anyone.
Okay, so you got to start cheating right there, okay? That's where you got to get a hand down low on the hip and make sure he doesn't go anywhere, or you got to take a nice little shot on him and hope the referee doesn't throw the flag. Don't tell anyone.
Promise.
Okay.
By the way, the Giants, when they put together an offense like that, Matt, and a defense like the one that saw Jason Pierre-Paul with his third career interception for a touchdown, they can be a big force, and they can hold on and win. They'll be 2 games behind the Dallas Cowboys.
This Giant team's an interesting team to me, and they lied dormant for the longest time, and then we need to score some points, and they go right down the field like it's nothing.
This kick will go out of the end zone. So everyone who thinks the Giants best they'll do is a wild card and they're solid there, keep in mind that they've already owned a victory over the Cowboys. That's the Dallas schedule the rest of the way. So if you can look at 2 losses and one of them being to the Giants, and the Giants end up in a tie with Dallas, they would win the tiebreaker and would win the NFC East. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. Now both the Giants and the Cowboys have some tough games coming up. Giants in particular, I don't think they have any gimmies the rest of the way.
Not easy. And the Lions could play a spoiler in both those schedules.
Yes. And it's funny saying Lions a spoiler when they're in first place in the NFC North. So see what the Browns do to answer. First down at the 25. McCown going underneath will get the first down. Pass caught by Seth DeVal, rookie from Princeton, 4th-round choice. And a first down to the 46.
Made a very smart play right there. Well, if he went to Penn State, he wouldn't have made that play. That would have been different.
Come on, Matt. You know you were there. You have to be smart to go there, too. I think. First down. McCown. And a good catch made by DeVal again.
Yeah, nicely done. Way to come back to the ball. And so the Giants are playing some zone, and they're getting depth, and they're just taking advantage of the space they're giving them.
2 yards shy of the first down of the Browns.
Inside 57. Yeah. Hurry, go.
McCown thrown behind Andrew Hawkins. Well, nobody sees sports quite the way Colin Cowherd and Jason Whitlock do. The brains to know and the guts to say. Catch Colin and Jason as they team up for FS1's daily sports talk show, Speak for Yourself, weekdays at 5 p.m. Eastern. Steve Spagnuolo has engineered a superb defensive effort today.
He always does. Spags is sharp. He knows his defense. He knows how to use them.
3rd down and 2. First down to Higgins. Takes a few Giants to bring him down. And it'll be a first down at the 31 of the Giants. Under 4 minutes to go. Browns have all 3 of their timeouts left.
And they're not shutting it down. And they are right here. They're looking to drive for another score right now.
If you're watching this game, you've got to say, I think the Browns are going to win a game at least this season.
And it might be this one for all we know.
They're not out of it.
Ricky.
Ricky, that means the center's going to go up to the top right side.
Hurry, go!
First down pressure on McCown, has to get rid of it, and the pass is thrown behind Corey Coleman, defended well by Janoris Jenkins. He got hit.
Yeah, so he went Ricky, which takes him here to this side, which means this back has to be aware of somebody coming back inside. And he looked inside, and Olivier Vernon, he zigged when he should have zagged. Ball was behind. Ooh, could have been a pick by Jenkins, but didn't get it.
Crowell now the back. McCown holding on to that right wrist.
Yeah, the throwing side.
Second and 10, showing blitz, and they're going to get to him. Boy, they were coming, and they were not to be stopped. And Janoris Jenkins, with a corner blitz, gives the Giants their 5th sack of this game.
And he never saw it coming. He never saw it coming. Now, this is the previous one before this blitz. You're going to watch, here it comes on the top side, and that's Olivier Vernon, and that's the hit to the right wrist. And then here comes Jenkins, and you've got to be able, if you're Crowell, you've got to be able to get out there. You can't let him have a free run.
Third down and 19. Backed up to the 40-yard line is McCown, stepping up and going to the sideline, and knocked away nicely by Rogers Cromartie. And I think Pryor might have gone out of bounds before coming back in, which is why the hat is off the official. He can't be the first to touch it.
Yeah, he stepped out, and that's a nice job. Oh, he's still, that's a good call by the official. That you heard Michael Strahan say in our pregame show that Steve Spagnuolo has been dialing up the blitzes a little bit more, and you've seen evidence of that all game long. He's not afraid to go to it. He trusts his secondary, and he's been able to get some timely calls and sacks.
He thinks the defense has played well all year, except for a little slip up in the middle of the schedule.
Hurry,
Fourth down and 19, no choice here. And they fire it up and tipped away, incomplete. Janoris Jenkins, defending against Coleman, knocks it away, and the Giants will take over on downs.
Just as we talk about Steve Spagnuolo with the blitz, here comes Adams, 33, unaccounted for off the side. And McCown has to let it go with not the kind of oomph he wanted on that thing, because it had a chance. Corey Coleman was on top of Jenkins.
No prevent is in Steve Spagnuolo's vocabulary.
Oh, no, I agree on that.
He came right at him.
Spag says the way to prevent a score is just go get him.
2 extra offensive linemen are in for the Giants, Will Beatty and Shane McDermott. On first down at the 40, Giants taking over on downs. 2:32 to go. And we'll have a full start against the Giants.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
Well, next week, start your Sunday with Fox NFL Kickoff and America's #1 pregame show. And then Todd Gurley and the Rams battle Tom Brady and the Patriots. And in America's Game of the Week, Odell Beckham Jr. and the Giants clash with Big Ben and the Steelers or other regional action. Coverage will begin next Sunday at 11 Eastern on Fox.
So that Pittsburgh Steelers team is going to be a completely different experience than what they had here today.
Handoff is to Perkins. Browns still have all 3 timeouts, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Getting down to the 2-minute warning. So let's look at the Browns schedule, Matt, and see what the possibilities are. They go into the bye week. Cincinnati, Buffalo, San Diego, Pittsburgh. I think it's there to win.
There's a win in there.
Yeah, I think
there's
there
a win
was.
in there. It's not going to be easy, but they're never easy.
2-minute warning. McCown still looking at that right wrist. We'll be back.
Is sponsored by McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Back here in Cleveland, where the Giants have a 2-touchdown lead and the ball with 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Second down and 12. Make it 11. Who's quibbling? Here is Perkins. and he picks up a few yards. Want to remind you, time permitting, we'll have bonus coverage of the game in Miami between the 49ers and the Dolphins. 49ers making it close with 2 minutes to go in that game, 31-24.
Yeah, and so Dick, as we watch this New York Giant football team, at the start of this thing, we said the defense was going to have to carry him, and I think that's exactly what happened today. I think they got after that line of scrimmage. Browns didn't run for very much today. But 3 guys in particular who they spent $194 million on. Harrison had a big day. 9 tackles, a forced fumble. Olivier Vernon had 4 tackles, a sack and a half, and 5 quarterback hits. And Janoris Jenkins had 5 tackles, a sack, and 2 passes defended. I would think that's a pretty wise investment at this point. Additionally, you have Jason Pierre-Paul, who for the 2nd straight week has shown like he's back all the way.
Comeback player, and 3rd time he's run in an interception for a touchdown as Perkins goes off the left side and stays in bounds. McCown played well today, 24-42. He got hit. He's holding on to the right hand, shaking it. 10 knockdowns, 10 hits, 5 sacks. But the hits and the knockdowns are as big as the sacks, actually.
Oh, heck, Dick, 48 dropbacks, and half of them you're getting hit. There's 25 hits that you're taking, and so it wasn't easy. And on top of that, you had to get rid of the ball quickly, and that was just to not get hit or be rushed.
4th down, Brad Wing will be kicking, and Joe Hayden is back for the Browns. This is a team that has really had injury problems, starting with Robert Griffin III, who was knocked out of the opener, had a fractured bone in his left shoulder. Told you that he's back practicing, but no word on when he'll face contact.
Terrell Pryor had a nice game today.
Yes, he did. Pryor with 6 catches for 131 yards, to say the least. Nice. He was their big weapon that way. Wing, who's been punting beautifully. This one will it go in, or is it out of bounds?
It's going to come out to the 20.
Okay, 25.
25, yep.
Well, the Browns gave the Giants everything they could handle. And once again, the touchdowns to Harris, his first catch of the year, was a touchdown. Beckham with 2 touchdowns in this game. McCown gets hit, and Jason Pierre-Paul with the return of the interception for a touchdown, and then Beckham again. They use Beckham as a return man on punts as well today. But JPP, Olivier Vernon, once again, get the job done at defensive end.
And Harrison on the inside. I thought Harrison played exceptional football. Hankins played well.
Yep.
Those down 4, they carried the day for this defense.
No question about it. 1 timeout left for the Browns. 1st down, and this one is caught by DeVal. And just close to the 1st down. So the fumble recovery, instead of an interception, 6 sacks for the Giants. So 6 sacks as the official scorer up in the booth has changed it. He's the official scorer.
The official one?
Yeah.
Would that be Emmett, or who is it?
No, it's
the official guy.
Emmett McGuire's official. I mean, the league official now.
Hurry, go.
Talking about the heights. 9-yard pickup on the last down. McCown has it batted away from behind.
I don't know if that's a pick or not. If it hit the ground, I don't know.
It's a giant ball in any way, and it was Kerry Wynn who recovered it.
Recovered by the defense, 1st down.
Jason Pierre-Paul hit it. That ball's free, and that's an incompletion. Unless it's a fumble.
It is
Unless
a fumble.
it's a fumble.
It is ruled a fumble, so another turnover. Yeah. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who batted the ball out of McCown's hands, and Kerry Wynn, who's in his 3rd year from Richmond, who recovered it.
So that's JPP's 2nd forced fumble of the day.
And he had 2.5 sacks and a forced fumble last week against the Bears.
Not too shabby of a couple weeks.
Not at all. So 52 seconds remaining. And now they're going to take a look. All turnovers are reviewed, as we all know, and so they're going to review this. Walt Anderson will take a timeout. Walt Anderson is back. to discuss this turnover. Looked like a fumble.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field of a fumble and a recovery is confirmed. New York's ball.
It's the right call.
Third turnover by the Browns.
Yeah, see, his arm has to be coming forward. I don't know what the heck that jump was for, but JPP slapped that thing out of his hand right there.
See that bag?
Yeah, I think I've seen that in Detroit before. That's a used bag.
If you turn it around. If you turn it around, it'll have the Lions record, right?
Good. There you go. There you go.
I guess not.
Detroit's playing good football. Happy for him. That's a great fan base up there. They deserve it.
Well, this will be the Giants' largest margin of victory, but it was no walk in the park for them today, without a question. They go to 8-3 to the Giants. The Browns now 0-12, and for Ben McAdoo, he has a better record after 11 games in his first year as a head coach than Bill Parcells or Tom Coughlin. So that's something to hang your hat on, but the Giants have bigger fish to fry.
Now, if he can only last for another 10 years, he'll be right there with them.
Right. Longest winning streak since 2008 for the Giants when they won the division and then lost to Philly in the playoffs. For Matt Millen, Peter Schrager, Dick Stockton saying so long. The Giants beat the Browns 27-13.